See?
Great to see you always. How are you? Just a resurrection challenge over here.
It's all right. I knew it was going to happen. There's so many ways to be able to come into the trail.
Yes.
I am the founder of Care More on Sundays. I'm happy to see all y'all out here today. You know, really. It's Sunday. It's a little warm outside, but y'all decided to still come outside and do something for yourself. So, you know, already give that congratulations to yourself, really, you know, for being present. Today we're going to have our yoga session led by Lonnie. Also, we'll have a sound bath by Ursula. And it's gonna be real powerful. Right now, I don't have a lot of words for you because I'm just really at all, though. This is our fourth installment that we've done over the summer. You know, we've done a series of sunrise and sunset hikes and yogas. It's something that I really have seen as a healing tool for myself and those around me, though. You know, just using holistic practices. So to see the community being able to come together, to be able to build together, learn with each other and connect, you know, and to see us growing with each other with open hearts, open minds, is really just a beautiful thing. Not gonna take a lot of our time because we do want to make sure that we get to moving before that sun goes down. So before we start, I wanted to just take time to really be present in the moment. You know, give thanks to God, give thanks to our Creator who brought us here today. You know, the energy that we are creating right now, the visions that we are manifesting. You know, I really wanted to just take time, remember how we got this far. You know, the power that's within us, though. Remember who are we connected to, what we're connected to. Remember who we are, really. So just, if you could just take time to just close your eyes. Thank you, God, for bringing us here today. Thank you for the presence of everyone. Understanding that individually we are powerful, but as a collective, we have so much that can be done within us, through us, as vessels. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for life. Thank you for breath. Thank you for the strength that you give us each day to be able to rise up and be able to live out our purposes in this world. Thank you for connection. Thank you for the love. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for the wisdom that you have given us through the experiences of life. Thank you for this moment. We'll give thanks to you. Amen. Ashe.
My name is Lonnie, and I'm very honored to be guiding you guys through a yoga flow. So we'll all begin in any comfortable seat. That can be crisscross applesauce, can be legs straight out, whatever feels comfortable for you. Coming into this seat, I invite you to try to create a straight spine as you start to ground down through the legs, allow them to feel very heavy. Start to lift up through the crown of the head. Maybe you close your eyes or lower your gaze if that feels okay in the body. And just taking some time to ease into this practice. And we'll do that by bringing in some awareness to how we feel today. I'll be walking around you while I guide you through this practice. So trust yourself, listen to my verbal cues, and allow yourself to enjoy moving your body. Let's begin by bringing in some awareness to how you feel physically. Noticing every area of yourself. And as you embark on this discovery, I invite you to do so without any judgment. Just love, compassion, curiosity as you explore. This can go as fast or as slow as you need. Syncing up the breath here. Maybe you start to form full circles in the neck. Taking circles in one direction. Remembering to breathe deeply, allowing yourself to stay present. If you haven't already, go ahead and reverse the circle in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back to stillness with the head over the chest. In your next inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back and down. Maybe you fold down the center. Tuck the chin into the chest, Round the spine and release the forehead down towards the feet. 3 deep breaths here. Slow breath. There's no rush, only the present moment. All you have is here and now. On your next inhale, slowly roll the spine all the way up. Inhale to come all the way up. Right arm reaches up overhead. Exhale, release the right palm down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, release it underneath the right. Left ear comes all the way down. Take any modification you need. There should be no pain, no discomfort, only sensations that you are able to breathe through. Even if you just don't like the posture, you are always able to come out of it or to modify it. On your next inhale, lift up on that right palm. Inhale, left arm reaches up overhead. Exhale, release it right back down to the mat. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. Maybe pedaling out the leg. Bend one knee and then the other. Yeah. Coming back into stillness, gaze is behind you. Beautiful. Bending into the knees. Take your gaze slightly forward. Walk the feet up to the palm. Landing in a forward fold at the top of the mat. So your gaze is behind you. Your head is hanging heavy. You can have as much of a bend in your knees as you like. When the head lifts, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Deep breath in. We're creating space in the side body. Maintain that space as on the exhale, you release the arms down. Palms are at the side. So we still have all this expansion here. Chest is slightly lifted, shoulder blades are together. Tadasana, mountain pose. For a moment, if you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. Feel your balance here. Feel your stability. Channel your inner mountain. What does that look like for you? What does that feel like for you? I cannot be moved. I will not falter. I am strong. I am stable. I am balanced. Let's take one more breath here, in through the nose, and a deep exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly reach the arms up overhead. Maybe take a slight back bend. Palms come together. Send the hips forward, the arms up overhead. Then relax the shoulders down away from the ears, bringing the shoulder blades in the socket. Yes, beautiful. Coming all the way through, straight spine. Hinge at your hips. Slice the palms all the way down the center. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Slide the palms up to the shin. Yes. Exhale, release. Forward fold. Bring your palms on the mat. Take a large step back with your right leg. Large step back. Keep your right knee lifted, but remember you can always lower it down for additional support. Inhale, slowly reach the arms up overhead. We're in a high lunge. Left knee is bent forward, right leg is straight. Straighten your right leg by bringing your right heel to the back of the mat. Now here's the objective here. See if you can find ease. Can I find softness? Maybe the jaw, once again. Maybe the fingertips, the shoulders. Where can I relax? Yes, you are holding strength here. You are tightening the thighs, engaging through the quads. Your core is strong. But where can you find relaxation? Maybe even in the breath. Let's take one more. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Slowly release the arms all the way down to the mat. Step your left foot back, downward dog. Beautiful. We're gonna do all of that all over again. Same thing. Your body's familiar with it. Trust yourself. Bend into the knees. Take your gaze forward. Walk the feet up to the palm. Forward, forward. Maybe you take it a little differently this time. Grasp opposite elbows and sway side to side. One more breath here. Feel your spine lengthening. Allow the arms to hang. Slowly roll up to standing. Deep breath in. Arms reach up overhead. Inhale. Beautiful. Palms come together. Maybe you take that back bend. Exhale, slide down the center. Forward fold. Beautiful. Coming into our last posture before Shavasana. Legs up the wall. So straighten your legs as if there is a wall behind you. Beautiful. Beautiful posture, beautiful benefit. I like to lift my hips, bring my palms underneath my lower back. Maybe if you had a blanket or a shirt, you can put that there as well. And that may help to relieve some of the tension on your legs. We're gonna take 5 breaths here. Deep breaths in and out. I want you to remember your intention and repeat it to yourself for all 5 of those breaths. Speaking life into those words. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. 3 more. Inhaling. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Repeating that intention. One more time here. Deep breath in. You got it. Exhale. Let it go. Gentle bend into the knees, bringing them back into the chest. Straightening one leg out and then the other, releasing them down to the mat. Arms down into a low V, palms up to the sky. This is our traditional Shavasana. If there's anything that doesn't feel right here, you are free to adjust. Coming into a Shavasana that feels good for you. I invite you to use this time to rest as much as you can while still allowing yourself the chance to absorb from your practice.
Allowing you to really connect with your intention from today's practice. Allowing you to really settle into this space and settle into your body. Giving yourself gratitude for coming out today.
We'll close out our practice with 3 breaths, 2 regular inhale, exhales. On the 3rd exhale, I'll Om. It's our primordial sound, how we give thanks, connect to one another and the earth. You're free to chant along with me or to witness, observe the vibrations of mantra. Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about that. Let's begin with an exhale out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. 3rd breath in. slowly easing back into your natural breath, bringing the palms together at the heart in honor of the love that is shared every time we get to practice yoga together. Sending the thumbs up to the third eye in honor of the knowledge and wisdom passed down from generation to generation, from our teachers on to us and now to you. As we all bow our heads together in reverence of not only each other but also the sacred practice of wellness, pouring into yourself, of love. Mahalo and namaste.
That definitely got me feeling very relaxed. It was very restorative. I feel this whole week I've been preparing for back to school. I live in Norfolk, so I have 4 daughters. They're all going back to school this week, so it's been a lot going on. You know, it's really very hectic. Not too much because I'm used to it. That's not their first time going to school, but this was definitely a great moment for me to just calm down, relax myself, and ground in the present moment, though. Not worrying or focusing on what might happen this year, because a baby's not perfect. Like, they get in school, they might talk back, they might get in trouble, get some phone calls, you know, but not focusing on what could happen, but really just being present in the moment, though. Appreciating the journey of even raising these children and seeing them every day, you know, and because they have faith in me, they know that Daddy's gonna provide for them whatever that they need, you know, whatever it is to make them feel comfortable and confident in who they are. And I take pride in that. I take pride in knowing that I will be able to provide for my children, get them the proper foods they need that gives them the energy, get them around the right people so that the environment enriches them wherever they are at. You know, just teaching them things that I might not have been shown on a day-to-day basis when I grew up. And like most of us, we grow up in cultures where it's not always the most positive or nutritional-based way of living. You know, whether it's the food we're eating, the music that they program us to listen to, the things they put on TV in front of us at an early age. I was watching my children watch TV and just thinking about the way that they create the concepts of the shows. They always have a love story. They always have certain things that are part of the program. It's like, why does every show have these certain characters, you can kind of almost even predict what the show or the movie is going to be about because it's all kind of tied in. And it's like, why is it like this? But it's because of the programming. It's because of a system that has been put into place to keep us from remembering who we are. Keep us from forgetting our roots. Forget where we come from. Forget what's our culture. A lot of us might identify as just a black person, a black man, woman. But the etymology of the word black means nothing. They called us different things before we even were seen to call ourselves black. We don't even know where we come from a lot of times. What country, what tribe, what was the native way of speaking, what was the native food that was best for our bodies, our souls, what was the best products to use. And there's a lot of things that are done intentionally around us on a day-to-day basis to continue to keep us disconnected from the natural world around us. But like I said, I love my baby, so I understand how I take pride in being there for them. You know, knowing that whatever they do, Daddy still got you. You don't even know that I got account set up for you. I got certain things that I'm looking to do for you once you complete certain tasks. Once you continue to show me time after time that you've learned from the mistakes or that you've matured, that you're ready for the next level. And this is my brand right here, Wealthy. When I think of the word wealthy, well, majority of the world thinks of the word wealth. You might think of something financially based. Thinking of long-term finances, you inheriting wealth, you're inheriting riches, you're inheriting dollar bills. But when I think of wealthy now, in this way of living, I understand it's deeper than that. It's a connection to my spirit. Me being spiritually rich. Me having an abundance of resources that I will always need, or that are always present for me whenever I need them. That's my father. That's my connection to Mother Nature. Me understanding I am part of the kingdom. I am part of the empire that will take care and be there for me regardless of what I have to go through. But I have to have faith in my father. The same way my children have to say, well, Dad, you didn't let us go do it yet. You didn't buy me this yet. It was like, but I told you I got you. I told you I got you. But the more that you continue to doubt me, the more that you continue to not show up and do what I asked you to do, I don't want to reward you yet. Are we waking up and doing what we're supposed to do? Are we so focused on the world that has been manufactured to keep us in a loop, to keep us in a cycle, to keep us producing for them, for the system, for the government, for the ones who have the power? But understanding it, we have the power. The power comes from us. When we come as a collective, we spend more than any culture around this world on materialistic items, and it continues to pump a system that does not benefit us. And nothing wrong with these things, you know, it's a balance there to it all. But they take our power and they manipulate it into a way that we don't see the benefit of it. But the time is now for us to rise and remember who we are. Remember who we are. Remember where we came from. Remember who our father is. Remember who your mother is. Mother Nature is where you come from. We have wealth waiting for us. And like most wealthy families, they create trust funds. And those trust funds, they are set up where that child might have to finish college. They might have to get married. They might have to do a certain amount of things responsibly to get that wealth that is already owed to them. So we have to do the work that we know that we have to do so we can reap these rewards, we can reap these benefits. The world is set up for us to win, but we've been constantly in a state of survival, trying to figure out how to scrape and scam and steal and do things that don't necessarily even tie to our spirit, that don't feel right to us. We continuously make certain decisions to try to fit in, try to blend in, instead of just finding out and identifying with who we are, doing what naturally feels good to us. These moments out here between the trees, under the sun, we get a chance to really release these negative emotions, these negative thoughts, and recharge with the natural ways of life. The birds, the bees, the animals don't have to look for a sign to know when it's about to rain, when it's a tornado coming. You know, when things are changing, they can feel it inside of them. Your core, this is the central control system of your body. We have nerves tied from our stomach to our brain that control the way we are able to feel and react to certain things. We have to remember and be able to identify what these thoughts mean. What is the next step for me? And when we do these things, we align with God's timing. We get God's favor. Like, I can depend on you. I know you're going to show up and I can use you as a vessel. I can use you as a temple to be able to house me so I can spread my word, spread God's word, spread the light. Understanding we're not searching for the light. We are the light, walking in a world full of darkness. But as we continue to move forward, just like a flashlight, the closer you get to certain things, you're going to be able to identify what's around you. So these sunrise and sunset hikes aren't put together for us to teach you how to heal yourself, for us to teach you how to heal yourself. It's for you to remember how to heal your own self. We're not here to heal you. Lonnie can't heal you. Ursula can't heal you. I can't heal you. I can't help you grow past whatever you're going through in life. But I can help you to remember who you are. I was looking on, I think it was social media, and I seen there's an actor by the name of Bruce Willis, famous actor, been in thousands of movies. He has dementia now where he doesn't remember a single movie he's ever been in. Regardless of, you can look back and see all the great things he's done. He don't know that, so he can't even put himself in the mind frame of knowing the power of what he can do. Because he doesn't remember that. He doesn't even have an identity connected to that. That's the same way we are. We are in a state of dementia, state of confusion, lost, not remembering who we are, where we came from. But these moments are here today to remind you. You take this energy, you pass it on to every person you meet. You don't even have to speak. You let your presence do the talking. Your energy will speak volumes. Your light will shine throughout the world as you continue to move with the confidence and the knowing of who you are. And the more you continue to move on this journey forward, even when it's darkness, the brighter that light will get. The more comfortable you'll get making those uncomfortable decisions. But I promise you'll be rewarded. Your employer, that job could end tomorrow, end next week, end today. But God forever is your employer. You'll be paid forever. All the resources, all the tools you need will be abundantly present for you at all moments. And you'll know how to identify them. You'll know what to listen for. I'm not standing in front of you right now as a man talking about what I've seen or what I've read. I'm telling you about what I've been through, what I had to grow and understand. I didn't know. I didn't know that the way I was treating my body was only tearing me down, keeping me disconnected from the voice of God. But now I eat different. I surround myself with different people. You know, I make a sacrifice where I might not even, I have 10, 20 years old friends. Well, they're not 20-year-old, but 20-year relationship friends that I can't even really talk to anymore. And it hurts, you know? But I understand that for me to grow, I have to be able to identify with who I am. I have to be comfortable with the path that God has put me on. And that sometimes it might seem lonely. It might seem like, man, I'm on this journey by myself. I don't have anybody to identify with. Nobody understands what I'm going through. But as time has continued to go on, I have been able to grow more confidence in my journey. So, like I said, I'm here today to help us all, to just be an example of what God's work can do. I was put out in the military 10 years ago this year. And I spent 1 year trying to be an employee, and the next 9 years of my life, I've been able to take care of myself, being an entrepreneur, do the things I love, figure things out, fail, you know, but continue to move forward. But it's not because I'm just that smart. I'm just so different. I've just been able to step into that confidence, and I trust and I understand now how I even got this far. So as we move out here today, remember who you are. Continuously remember who you are. Treat yourself as a God's temple. Would you feed God a bag of hot Cheetos every day, eating noodles and everything? Or would you feed him the fine dining and give him the freshest fruit? Somebody coming over your house for a holiday, you probably clean up everything like, you know, something you probably ain't did all week, but you're going to clean up, make everything look fresh, look clean. You're going to church Easter Sunday, whatever, you're going to make it look a certain way. Look that way all the time. Present yourself the way you want to be seen to the world. And it'll reflect back to you. So, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful that I've been able to tap into this world, and I want you all to do the same thing. This world, you are the center of your world. Figure out how this name carry the energy that you have. Figure out the role that you have, the purpose that you have, being here, and live this life every day. Even when you're not coming together as a collective, live this life every day. Do it for yourself. And you're going to see the benefits for yourself, your family, your friends, and everybody else around you. Be the example. Be the change. Be the catalyst. Cause trouble. It's not even that you're looking for trouble, but make somebody mad because you living in your purpose. But I appreciate y'all for really showing up today. I do want to do some journaling, but the sun is already going down. So I want us to continue to be able to get through this hike. We're not doing the full trail today. If you haven't been to this trail before, it's about 5 miles. We're only do about 1.5 miles. So like 0.7 miles in and the other way back. It's not 1.5 miles there and 1.5 miles back. I do hope that everybody is willing to stay. You know, we're gonna be able to see the water. We will be back out here. The sun will be down by the time we get back out here though. So if you have a mat for me, you can place it back in the cart. If not, take your time, you know, rolling up your mat. And I know I kind of just rolled into that real smooth, but I really want y'all to just remember just who you are, why we here, the intention that you set. It's on you. It's on you. It's nothing that me or any other teacher out here can teach you. It's on you now.
So that would be,
You got here every time. I appreciate it. Come on. We live.
Yeah, we live. We good.
Yeah, we outside, man. Final installment of our summer sunrise, sunset hikes and yoga. You know, we just finished up the yoga. About to get on this trail, do us a 1.5 miles. Great day, man. Feeling good. Yeah, happy to be out here.
So I got it, yeah, with 3 frozen water in my car. That's the ice pack for it. Perfect. Oh, I didn't see this. You know what? That's what I just said. Good eye. So I'm doing that. I know what I did.
staying for the hike though. You know, I know it was kind of late, but I appreciate y'all, you know, just showing up for yourselves, showing up for each other, because when we have others around us, it gives us a little bit more encouragement to just keep going on whatever we got going on. So, you know, take this energy, take it through the week with you, pass it on to your family, your friends. Whenever you feel stressed, whenever you come to that challenge that you can't see past, remember how you felt in this moment. What brought you to that peace? You know, what gave you that strength? You know, so I appreciate y'all. Thank God again for this moment. And yeah, also today is the last hike that we're doing for this summertime, but we will be coming back outside in the fall. September we'll be also starting a cleanse, a 21-day cleanse. It goes along. This event was called Release and Recharge. I have a journal that's coming out next month as well called Release and Recharge. So it goes along with a 21-day journal, but it'll be online, virtual. So you'll be able to participate in that if you are open to the cleanse. Will include intermediate fasting, you know, fresh fruits and vegetable fasting, and then liquid only fast as well. And that'll last for 21 days. We also have a wellness event that we're hosting at the end of September. It'll be on private owned land in Chesapeake. It'll have a wellness panel, vendors, music. You know, just a cool environment to be in. So just look out for that on Halo. But yeah, thank y'all for showing up.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for doing this. We appreciate y'all.
Follow me on Instagram, Yogi YOGI_Loney LONI. I offer classes 6 days a week all over Hampton Road. So I hope that y'all can flow with me soon.
Yeah, definitely follow Loney. She is the goat out here. She be doing it every day. Every day.
Thank you. Yeah.
Come visit her at Ocean View Yoga.
Ocean View Yoga and sound baths are also there once a month. So if y'all like
Ocean View Yoga,
like that, then Ocean View Yoga is where to find us.
Yes.
Say that again. Ocean View Yoga.
No, your first part.
Which part? I'm sorry. Oh, Yogi Loney. Yogi_Loney. We have classes. I have classes there every Tuesday and Thursday at noon at the Ocean View Studio. But I also teach at the Portsmouth Studio, and that's the evening classes. So if you know you work, I teach there evenings and weekends. The Portsmouth Studio.
Tap in with us.
And y'all can follow me on Instagram. It's Urs Ariana, URSARIANA. It's my first and middle name together. So Ursula Ariana together. But I do sound healing. I've got a studio in Virginia Beach. I've got a journaling and sound bath coming up on the 29th. It's on my Instagram if you're interested. I'll be providing a planner or journal. I don't know why I said planner. A journal that you can keep, and it's a 365-day journal so that you can actually journal all year. But we'll do like a little bit of like a journaling workshop to teach you about journaling, the different types of journaling, and then having the sound bath. So you guys are welcome to come out.
Thank you.
Where's that one at?
Thank y'all. Anybody got anything else they want to share before we disperse? Any feelings and anything that's just sitting on your heart? Go ahead.
I'm so grateful for this experience. I feel like it was in alignment for where I'm at in my life right now, and just finding that clarity, and a lot of like what you said today spoke to me in my heart deeply, and so I appreciate that.
Yeah.